Most of the new forklift operator at their first day at work panic. They are confused because they don't know where to start. On this video today, I will take you through the process on how to start your first day at work as a forklift operator. I'll go step by step, and those steps will help you to gain confidence on your first day at work. Follow me. So now, you took your bus or a car, you reach to your workplace. When you are starting at 8, then you go inside the office. They tell you that this will show you who's the manager, who's the person who will be in charge of you. Sometimes it's a floor manager, sometimes it's one of your colleagues who's experienced. So they will send you to him. That person will be in charge of showing you on what to do during the day. So like on this case, let's say your manager or your floor manager said, you'll be picking today, you'll be picking the load from here, from this part, and you'll be driving to drop on this part, on this over here. That's only what your manager or your supervisor will tell you. They will give you directive on what to do on that day. So as I explained, pick the load from a particular point and be arranged in a particular point. That's your job description of the day. So now remember, a forklift operator is almost like an entrepreneur. When they give you directive, you need to do things by yourself. Nobody will be controlling you. Of course, as a new forklift operator, your supervisor will be throwing eye on you to see whether you are qualified or you can continue working with them. So they'll give you directive on what to do, and then you need to get your checklist. They'll give you a checklist that you need to follow. In certain company, they have a checklist on the systems, like on like an application that they'll give you whereby you can follow when you are doing inspection. But if they don't have, get a piece of paper, use as your checklist. So before you start, get a piece of paper or get a checklist, and then ask your manager to show you where the forklift is. So in this case, they said, they come and tell you, this is the forklift you'll be using. You say, okay. As soon as they give you the forklift, you know the forklift you'll be using. You already know what your job description of the day is. The next step is to do your pre-shift inspection. That's what I'll start from. So to do your pre-shift inspection, you have your paper. You need to do your checklist. You need to do your pre-shift inspection. Remember, your supervisor will not tell you to do pre-shift inspection. Because you are a qualified forklift operator, they assume that you know how to do. But most of the time, a supervisor will be sitting in the office with camera. They will be checking on you. They will see whether you actually follow the safety process of doing your pre-shift inspection. So don't expect them to tell you to do it. So you get there, they give you a job description, you start, you have your paper, or they give you a checklist, you do your pre-shift inspection, and let's do it together. Make sure you have your gloves. In your workplace, they will offer you gloves, but you also know that if you come in with nice boot like this, you give impression that you are ready to work. So you come with boot, safety boot, you come with your safety boots. You cannot come with running shoes. You come with your safety boots to work. So I'm not talking too much here. There's a full video about pre-shift inspection in our channel that you can watch. So I'm doing my pre-shift. I'm checking my hoses. I'm looking for leaks, cracks. So I hope you understand what I'm actually doing. I'm doing visual inspection. That means I'm going around the forklift to try to spot whatever element I can see on the forklift that is broken or bizarre. So that's the visual inspection I'm doing. We have a full video about how to do pre-shift inspection on our channel you can watch. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm visually checking what I can spot that is broken. So if you have watched our video about pre-shift inspection, you know tires are very important. So what I'm looking here is that if I see a hole on my tire or a chunk or any big hole here, it could create an accident. So I will not be able to operate if I see that my tire is not in good shape or is broken. So I will go back to my supervisor to show him that something is not correct. So tires are very important. So I'm checking my tires from top to bottom. So I'm checking like my nut and make sure my nuts are well tight. My tires are in good shape. There's no broken. There's no leak, so there's no excessive leak. My hoses are okay. My mash is okay. I come over here, I check. So I can see my fork are fairly straight. They are not deformed. And then over here, there's no excessive leak, nothing. I'm satisfied. This is a visual inspection I have just done. So the next step, I need to do functional inspection. It's my first day at work, so I have done visual inspection. I start functional inspection. My functional inspection, I'll start by the battery. As I said, there's a video. If you don't know how to do it, to do pre-shift insertion, you can watch a full video that we have on our channel. So I have done the visual inspection. I have checked whatever is correct. I check on my paper. I check whatever is correct. If I see something is not correct, I note it. But in this case, I've done my visual inspection. Everything is correct from outside. So I need to continue with functional inspection. In functional inspection, let me put my checklist here. In functional inspection, I start with my battery. I check this, it's not damaged. I open, I'm checking water. Yes, I have water, it's enough. The level. So for water, as I'm checking, I can open 2 or 3. So what I'm looking at when I'm checking the battery is the level of water. If visually I can see water, that means the level of water is okay. So I don't need to be alarmed, because if there's no water in my battery, that means that there could be a problem with a battery. So I will have to inform my supervisor to call someone to do maintenance on the battery. I need to check my battery. My battery is okay, because this is functional inspection. My battery is okay. So then I need to start with the inside, interior of the forklift. Functional inspection. We have taught you already on how to go into a forklift, so I can't start it. I just start because I need to start functional inspection. I need to check my brake. I need to check my brake if functional, if they are working well. I need to check my parking brake, my regular brake, and my accelerator. And to do that, and I also need to check in my functional inspection, I also need to check my handles. So all my joystick, I need to check it. So I start with my joystick. I lift it. I lift, synchronize. I lift up to check. Yes, I'm lifting up to check whether I can be able to pick the load on the height and drop the load on the floor. So I can pick the load on the height. That's why I'm checking. So now let me check the tilting. No, that's the shifting. Shift. So I'm checking this button. If it's shifting, I'm checking this if it's tilting. If my mass is tilting, I'm checking. If my mass is tilting, it's tilting very well. Good. I'm shift. I need to check if my fork are shifting. Okay, I want to make sure this button is working, because if I want to shift the load to arrange properly, the shift left right need to work. I have checked my joystick. They are working. I'm correct. So now is my horn working? It's working. Correct. My light. Yes, my light are working. Correct. Because if you are working in a dark place, you need to make sure your light are working. Correct. They are working. My horn working. So now I need to check my brake, and to check my brake, I need to drive forward. We know already. I need to slam when I'm driving forward. My regular brake is working. I need to drive backward. I slam it. I need to drive forward again. The movement of driving. I slam it. It's working. Backward. I need to check. Slamming. I will slam again. The brake. My brake's working. So I need to check the parking brake by slamming. If you stop, yes, my parking brake is working, because if I'm accelerating now, I'm checking, nothing, it cannot move. So my parking brake is working. Let me remove. That's how you check. I have checked my parking brake. That's how it works. Okay, let me do a bit of twisting and drive to make sure my forklift is working backward. So I've done my functional inspection. I take my form, my checking list. I take my form. I noted what is wrong on what is not, what is correct and what is not. I check everything. My light was working, everything was working, everything was okay. I noted. Put my parking brake, set your seat when you are about to drive. So now you have done your pre-shift inspection. You are ready to work. They have given you description. The next step is, since you have done your pre-shift inspection, you check wherever you are working. Like in this case here, it's clean. You check on the floor if there's no stone, plastic that could impact you when you are driving. I go back to the office, I submit the pre-shift inspection. Then, because if you have found something during your pre-shift inspection, you alert your supervisor. If something that could create an accident, you don't touch the forklift. They need to repair the forklift before you can drive it, or they give you a new forklift. But in this case, if the forklift is in good condition, you jump in, you hop in, and you start working. In my case, I'm going in, I submitted the report, my forklift is in good condition, I need to pick this load and drop there. There's video on my channel that show you on how to get into a forklift in 3 points, so you can watch that video. So now I have finished my pre-shift inspection. I don't usually work with gloves unless when I want to pick something. So I can remove my glove because I use it when I'm doing pre-shift inspection. Put my glove, they show me what to do, I know where I'm going, I check my area is clean, there's no stone. Now I need to go and do my job. Picking the load and dropping where my supervisor have told me. You learn already how the technique of picking your load. I stop. There you have it. Your first day at work. They have shown me what I need to do. I've done my pre-shift inspection. I have my confidence of picking a load and reversing. I'm dropping the load where my supervisor have requested me. It's around my time to break. What you do is that you drive the forklift where you need to charge, because your supervisor or the owner of the company will show you where you need to charge your forklift. So that's what we are doing now. So you go, you charge the forklift, and then you can go home. Your shift is done. Share and subscribe. Join our mail list. See you another time.